Hello there, stranger. I didn't see you there. I was absorbed in my book. Nah, it's okay. Hi there, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Debbie Balboa, and today we're gonna do something very chill, but interesting, at least to me, because I love books. I wanted to talk about my little collection here in Paris. It's hard living in another country where you don't really know how much can you storage because you don't know what's gonna happen to your life next year, right? So you don't want to accumulate a lot of stuff, or at least that's my perspective. And I've been restraining myself from getting books since 6 years now, since I've been here, but this is the pile of books that I managed to still hold dear to me because I just love books and I love having them around and rereading them so much. And yes, it's not gonna be like the big collection I have back in Mexico, which I would love to show you also some of the books back there. But right now, let's start with the Paris collection. I'm gonna divide them into what I think they are similar and just try to explain very generally my opinions on each of the books. I was thinking we should start with a horror genre or mystery genre type of style and then move on from those, because that's the one I have the most. So I feel it will be easier to kind of explain each of them and stay on theme. Let's start with this one. It's the Gothic and Fantasy collection by the author H.G. Wells. It's mostly short stories and it's thick boy, as you can see, but it's so beautiful. I love the portrait. I love having huge books. So most of them are gifts. And let me read you super quick the summary of this book. So it says it's a collection that offers a rich universe of short stories penned by one of the founding fathers of science fiction, alongside the iconic short novels The Time Machine and The Invisible Man. You can see it's very, very interesting, very exciting, and it's not like, I wouldn't say it's scary or like super dark, because some of them it's a lot of science fiction, but it still keeps a lot of those gothic themes, I guess, and very recommended. Then we have, I think, one of my favorite books ever, and it's Dracula. This, I mean, look at this. What a beautiful edition. I don't know what to tell you. Dracula, it's a classic. The way it was written through telegrams, letters, and the phonogram recording, which is the equivalent of right now if Dracula were communicating to his lawyer through email or SMS, you know? Like, I don't think people realize how shocking Dracula was back then because of the use of technology and how a monster could use it. Because back then, the telegram, this sort of communications was the technology, like the hype technology back then. So it's just, imagine nowadays Dracula sending you a voice note. It's hilarious. But also, I think it will make it hammer in the creepiness of it, right? I don't know, but I just perfect. Now we pass to this one. It's a pocketbook type of style, but it's so good. Again, short stories. I guess these are so easy because you can just read one and just keep it there. But I mean, I just finished them all in one day. But this one, it's by Ray Bradbury's collection, and all of them are so cool and weird. I would call them super weird, disturbing. They let you like, I think my favorite one is about a teacher of a little kid who dies in a car accident, and he is sick at his home, so he can't go out, and the teacher was the only one who... How did that happen? Okay. I take care of my books, I swear. But yes, recommended too. Very, very recommended. If you are into very peculiar and just weird stories, yes. Then we have this Spanish book. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention all the previous ones. They are in English, and this one I think is one of my only ones in Spanish that I have here. It's called Death in San Jerónimo, I think, Muerte en San Jerónimo, and it's a very interesting premise. It's fictional history, so it's when they have real characters from history and they make a fantasy novel out of it. So this one is about Sor Juana. Yes, Sor Juana, Inés de la Cruz. Oh my god, my friend is gonna kill me. She loves this character. But yeah, she is in a convent, and then nuns start dying, and people think there's a sin and the devil is killing them because of what they committed. Very, very cool. It's a series and I just have the first one, but I really like the premise, like, of what it could have been. So for that, I keep it around, and it looks so beautiful too. So yeah, I keep it around. My sister and my mom got it for me, and I really love the idea of it. Good. And I just lied on the past one because I realized this is also in Spanish and it's also short stories. Actually, my sister got this one because it's the author of The Haunting of Hill House, and that's a story we really, really love. Well, especially the TV series. I love that TV series. I think is one of my favorite ones. The Haunting of Hill House, The Haunting of Bly Manor. They are amazing ghost stories. So we were thinking it will have like that type of vibe, like really beautiful and moving. But I think the novel and the book and the short stories are quite different from the series. This is different. I was okay with it. Again, very interesting stories. I wouldn't say like super scary. They're not scary at all, actually. They just leave you like, huh? And then you just keep thinking about them. You know, it's like one of those that you're like, I don't understand that one. It's like so meh. But then as the day pass and you keep thinking about it, you're now like, oh, I know what you did there. I know what you did there. I think there's not one story in this book that it doesn't leave you just wondering about the outcome of it all. So if you're interested, why not? And now we have another chunky one that I love. Look at this. Look at this beautiful book. The edition, it's the same edition as the Gothic ones. Look at that page. I mean, yes, you know I love it. And it's the Classic Tales of Horror. So just a very good classic. You will, if you're into it, you will love this. Just fascinating, and they put you in that mood. And especially these classic tales, they are not gonna make you jump out of your bed or anything like it, but if you love the spooky things, it's that vibe. It's the spooky vibes. Love it. So now we pass to a little bit more detective or mystery type of style, and this one, it's very interesting. I wouldn't say I loved it once it was finished, because I realized it was more of it wasn't, the writer doesn't captivate me as much. I just find it fascinating what it is about though. So it's American Sherlock, and it tracks the pioneering Edward Oscar Heinrich as he revolutionizes forensic science in the homicide department. So that's so fascinating, and it comes with the real cases and a bit of his life also. It tries to tell it as a kind of novel, but I don't know what is about it that it doesn't click with me. But what I do like, it's the real photos that they come here. It's very meticulously researched, so I appreciate that. I think for just one reading is good enough. It's a little bit gore, this part, but if you want to see, because I want to see. So that's a real case of a lady who was found dead on the bathtub. You can see the amount of blood is crazy there, and then people were just blaming the husband, and some investigator, his forensic research was the one who helped the husband and just told everybody it was an accident. Like, she fell from the bathtub, hit her head in a very weird way, and died by blood loss. And thing is that people didn't believe it because it was really hard, like the position she was found, everything was just really hard, and they just didn't believe it. But then taking in account everything that happened in the case, like the open window for him to have killed her, like there was no murder weapon except for the edge of the bathtub. All the investigation of it was very well done, and he proved it that it wasn't the husband, it was just a very sad and tragic accident. So for that, I found this very interesting, but it sounds more interesting than the way it's written. But just for one read, it's good, I think. Now, this one is my first French book, chunky. People recommended it. It won a lot of awards, I think in 2012. And it's the case of Harry Quebert. And I guess it's a murder mystery novel. It does make you like, ooh, like really, really read it all. Either like pulls you in. But there's a lot of questionable things in this book, and one of them is the clear love relationship between second character Harry Quebert and a 15-year-old girl, and he was like 33, 35. She was murdered. So the whole thing is about how if Harry did it or not. He is a very famous writer, and her body wasn't found until a lot of years later, so when near his home. So obviously when they found the body, he was arrested, and his friend, the main character, is searching the truth, like if he really killed her or not. But the thing is, what really annoys me is that on the first part they do address that it's super creepy that he's a grown man was in love with a girl, but it's just a few pages, and then I feel that the rest of the book, they're just selling it as it's a love story. They loved each other. Ooh, she was like a little bit of a she liked him so much and she was seducing him, and I don't like that. And again, they just address the she was a child on the first part, and not even like super hammering. And I think the author was very apologetic about it, and very apologetic to his character throughout all the book, like just saying like no, it was true love and they loved each other so much, and they never mention again how horrible and of a crime it is already that he was dating a girl. So that's why super questionable book. I just felt weird and icky at some parts reading it, because I was like, why is the author like kinda, yeah, you go guys. I don't know if it was also another time, but it's not that like 2012. I don't know, but I won't deny it's a very interesting book, and it's good to just eat it up, and it helped me practice my French, so for that, props. These two are also in French. A friend gave them to me to also practice. Like, this one I just started, this one I finished. It's okay. Interesting, I guess, the dynamics of the group of friends who one of them gets raped. I know it's super dark. She doesn't remember who did it, but then people start blaming the husband of the main character, and she needs to take a stand between her best friend or her husband. So it's just very interesting. It's super short. It's quick to finish. It's okay. It's okay. This one, it's more interesting. I'm just like here, I think. it starts with a crime, but like a murder crime, and then you don't know what's gonna happen. Like it starts with the murder, as in like the police arriving and they found a body, and the main character is just speaking in her head saying like, come on, when are they gonna arrest me, when are they gonna arrest me? And then the story starts. So kind of White Lotus style, you see the body first, and then you have to discover in all the story what happened. So we'll see. They say it's really good lately. She said it's selling a lot, so she recommended me and gave it to me. So, and I think we are done with the horror ones, or well, not horror, mystery, and kind of more dark. I wouldn't say it's dark, but we have Edgar Allan Poe poems. It's beautiful. My bestie gave it to me, and I just like, who wouldn't want to have that, right? And the poems are so cool. Obviously, you have the Raven. It's divided in like romance, death, nation. Good, obviously, good. Now, fantasy. So I have the 3 books from the series of Howl's Moving Castle. I had never read them before, so I just watched the movie when I was younger, and that's it. And it was until 2019 that I finally read them all. You know, it's great, it's good, it's very magical, it's very beautiful and fantastical, and it's just very fun to see the difference between the Howl's Moving Castle book and the Miyazaki Howl's Moving Castle. Both I love, both are good. I would say these two obviously don't live up to the same as the main one, but it's good because they also come here. So like you see Sophie and Howl in both of them. They have like their cameos, I would say. And in one of them, Sophie gives birth, and in the other one, well, they already have the baby. So it's like their dynamic and how that goes and all of that. So it's very cool for that. But I wouldn't say I love the other characters of the other 2 books. So I don't know. Good, of course, yes. Yes, the books don't end because now we have The Language of Thorns. I think it's from like series books, a young adult type of thing. But I love this because even though I have never read those series or anything, but the interesting thing about this one is the myths and legends on the story. So you don't have to actually read the whole story to get this, because it's like folk tales, and I love it, and it looks so beautiful. And my friend gave it to me. I totally enjoy it. And then you can see so beautiful also the illustrations, and that makes it have a plus. Look at how beautiful. Yes, definitely that type of book. And creepy. It's creepy. They are not cute. I love them. Or well, they are cute. Creepy cute. I love them. I love it. I'm so easy to please because every Christmas, birthday, whatever, if you give me a book, I will be so happy. That will be the gift that anyone can give me every single time. And it will be the perfect thing. Also funny because whenever they will be like, oh, what do you want for your birthday? And I'll be like, you know what I want. It's just the easiest way to make me happy. So yeah, I guess this one counts as illustration book. It's also fantasy and emotional. Well, not emotional, like it gives you cute lessons. So it's Big Panda and Tiny Dragon. I think you probably know it because it became very popular, I think last year. It was like a bestseller. So it's just very pretty. Take in the beautiful illustrations and those paragraphs that even though they are short, they are so moving and they give a lot of metaphors and teachings. You can read it at any point of your life and it will resonate with you, believe me. So very pretty book. My mom gave it to me and my sister. So no surprise, I have a lot of storytelling books. And this one, oh my god, this one if you are into writing, if you are into folk tales, the fantastical but also very human and the wild nature of it all, this one is a must. It has filled me with so much inspiration. It's Women Who Run with the Wolves. The way she writes, it's captivating. It's like those old storytelling nearby a bonfire. That's the type of vibe this book gives, and I love it. I love it. It's all related with experiences of wild nature that we all have inside. I can't recommend it enough. Seriously, run to get this one. Now, this one, another friend gave it to me. It's so short, so cute, like super pocket book. Read it like in an afternoon, even less. And the way it's written, it's so nostalgic and so melancholic, and just the imagination of the visuals, that like the description and the way it comes to my mind, that alone is very good, especially the story of the Night of the Galactic Railroad. So it's about this beautiful and sad journey of a kid who happens to be on the same train where a lot of souls are also, and there's a cute twist, but I mean, I say cute, but it's a sad twist, but you can obviously intuit it from the beginning of the story, so it's not like a super twist, but it's still it gives you feelings of softness, I think. Sad and softness. Again, melancholic, very melancholic, the way this author writes. It's cute. And this is another historic fiction, because it's about the, well, historic of a fiction since the Iliad is also fiction, so, but it's from a true event, not in the way the Iliad and Homer described it, or well, like sold it, because some people say it was more of the Greek propaganda, others were saying it's just a fantasy story based on a true event that he happened to get inspired with, and romanticize war with gods and these kidnapped women, when in reality it was just another fight for power and control of lands, which is what happens always. So I mean, Troy existed, that was a historic thing, the heroes and the things Homer talks about, not so much, but still it's based obviously on that one. I think all of you already know this one, The Song of Achilles. So good, so good. I just have one thing against this retelling of the story and the characters. It's the fact that the author portrays Patroclus as this weak little guy, when in actuality he's nothing of the sorts. They were two macho men fighting in the war, and why would you portray him as this little and very weak and I don't know, I didn't like Patroclus' perception of him being like very I have this feeling that it's because it helps sell the narrative of boys love genre, and that there has to be one of them who is very feminine and the other more masculine. Why? Like, you can put two very masculine men in love, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just really didn't like that portrayal of Patroclus. Maybe that's a hot take, maybe, I don't know, I haven't heard someone else say it, maybe it's just my personal opinion. Looks like the way it's written and everything, it's a more serious type of book, which is nothing wrong with the other one. If you just want to do some sort of fan fiction and that's what you want, that's okay. And I know a lot of people like that also version, that's okay too. But to me, just keep it real, keep it more real. They were two grown, strong men who happen to love each other, and that's fine. Anyway, good. Other than that, rant towards this one. I love the Song of Achilles. I love Greek-related anything like mythology. It's on the top of many people faves as someone who loves storytelling and characters. Obviously, the Greek mythology is gonna be always on top. So I have this one, and I also have Circe's version, the book, but that one is in Mexico. But anyway, yes, obviously recommended. And now this is surprising because I love history and I'm a history fanatic, and I have so many books back home about it, and in here I only have 2. That's strange. So I have this one, which is Great Loves, and it talks about very roughly, like just in a very few pages, about the most iconic couples from anywhere in the world, and it tells you a bit about them and why they are famous. It's a celebration of history, most famous romances. I liked it. I think it's cute. It's not a heavy reading. It's more of like a, oh, that's cute to know. It's nice. I learned a lot of couples that I didn't know about, so, and it helped me want to get more informed about them. So I think for a first dive into those, very recommended. And the second history book, kinda history, yeah, I would say it. It's A Drunken Feast. This one actually, it's about the drinks, the most famous drinks of the 1920s in Paris. It tells you how to make the most famous drinks of that time. And then it tells you also stories of why those drinks were famous, or which characters in history made them famous. So obviously, as the 20s, the roaring 20s in Paris, you have Hemingway, you have Picasso, Gertrude Stein, Zelda, Scott Fitzgerald. So yes, so many. So many good real life stories. That's why it's very interesting. This is a great book. I mean, I don't drink and I enjoy it so much just for those anecdotes, and because I'm just very curious about how these drinks were made and what made them famous and what made them so iconic even till this day. So also very recommended. We're arriving the end, so these last ones are more in the illustration section. This one, my friend gave it to me from London, and it's about this bat. Oh, it's so cute, and she got it because it reminded her of me, and I love that. I love when my friends say like, this reminded me of you, and it's like a bat or like a horror story or something creepy cute. It makes me so happy. But look at this, it's so beautiful. We could have illustration books in my house all the time, but the space they take, again, because you never know what's gonna happen next year when you are living in another country. Then we have this comic book, beautiful, look at that. Yes, they're cute. So those were all my collection. It's little, it's not a lot, but it makes me happy, and you know, it will keep growing for sure. If it were just for me, I would have my dream library. Like, it will be covered in books, like the walls from floor to ceiling. I love that idea. I have always loved it, and if I had a place of my own where I could feel more, I mean, this is a place of my own, but I mean, where I feel more, this is where I'm staying longer, I would totally fill the walls and everything with books. I hope you like it. I hope you liked this very quick, very general introduction to all my collection. And let me know if you have a recommendation, if you like books, which one of these ones have you read, and if you agree or not with what I just said about them. Again, if you want to get any of these, I will put the names on the description box. And if you have a question, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe because we are friends. I am your friend and we love to hang out. Until the next one, a bientôt!